Hi everyone, welcome back to another planning video. I'm going to recap the month of March and plan for April. Even though March isn't over yet, it is the 29th, so it's Friday, it's Good Friday. I have no work plans for the rest of the weekend, so I thought let's just get this done because I have a lot of family things going on this weekend that I don't want this video hanging over my head. I've done some preliminary planning just in my brain dump notebook here, and I will share that with you. So first things first, my planning tasks. So we are going to be doing the monthly planning today. So let's see here. So what I did was I looked through my numbers. I haven't written anything in yet. I was cross-referencing with my tracker on our team portal, where I track everything digitally, as well as throughout my weeklies, my dailies rather, you know how I track here. So I just did a lot of cross-referencing to make sure everything matched, and it did, which was great. And even though I do things digitally, I still always write things down, because when I double check, sometimes I catch mistakes. And actually, I did have, I think, 2 less appointments held that I had tracked in here, but I didn't have digitally because I forgot to go to my laptop and enter the data in. So this works really well for me. I do recommend doing both digital and pen to paper. So here's what I did in my brain dump notebook. I did my month recap here. So my numbers, the goal, actual goal, and then where I was, plus or minus, and then how many of my contacts and leads were from follow-up. Okay, and then, yeah, so I did that, and then here were my top 3 focuses, and then my April focus, I set them here just to get it out of my head. Didn't matter if it was neat and tidy or whatever, just get it down. And then my Q1 recap here, which is January, February, and March. And then I did a year-to-date recap. Now, this is going to be different than this. So this year-to-date in here, year-to-date here is January to March, but I am tracking November. My year technically starts in November. I do my goal planning in October, November for the following year, and then because whatever business that I do in October, November, December, I'll be getting paid for in the next year. So I do have a little bit different of numbers here. This is November to March where I'm at with my numbers, just so I knew 100% where I was, or where I am rather, based on when my year actually starts. So I have a lot of catching up to do here. So I am going to keep this out. It won't be on screen, but I am going to keep this out while I'm doing my planning. Do you guys ever find no matter how big your desk is, it's not big enough? Because same. Okay, first up, month recap. So let's recap my numbers for the month of March. So let's see here. So for the month of March, I did 105 contacts. So I'm just going to write my numbers in here. So for the month of March, hopefully you can see that okay, 105 contacts, the goal was 86, so plus 19. And out of those 105, 68 came from follow-up. So I didn't hit that goal. My goal is 86 contacts a month just from follow-up. So technically, 86 minus 68, I was short by 18 for follow-up contacts. Leads, 21 leads. The goal was 9. out of those 21 leads, 4 came from follow-up. And then appointments booked, 2 booked, goal was 3. Appointments held, I held 5 appointments, the goal was 2. And then contracts signed, 1, the goal was 2. And then firm deals, 1, the goal was 2. Okay, so that's how I did last month. So I did really well with my contacts and my leads. Now I did get a big chunk of my leads. So 4 came from follow-up, the rest came from our listing. So open houses, incoming calls, realtor.ca leads, and so on. So it's going to take time to convert them. I have gone on 1 appointment so far. It was a listing appointment. So should be hearing back this coming week because one of the decision makers was in Cuba. So once they're back from vacation, should be hearing from them next week. And then I am waiting to hear back from a couple others to potentially connect with and do appointments with to chat about working together. So it's going to take time to go through all of those leads and you know, follow up with them and convert them. Not all of them are now business. A lot of them are, you know, a lot of people will start looking at open houses before they're actually ready to make a move. You know, they're still saving money. They're not pre-approved for a mortgage yet. They're just getting an idea of the market. So those can take time, but then there is some now business in there as well. So hopefully you'll see, you know, throughout April, that those numbers will improve. And then appointments booked. So yeah, missed that by 1. Appointments held. I did well with appointments held, just not the contracts. And out of those 5 that I held, I think a couple of them were CMAs. So they weren't actual listing appointments. They're just curious what their home is worth. So 1 was a CMA. Okay. All right. So that's how I did for my month for numbers. Now let's review my month for what my goals were. Here we go. So my top 3 goals for March were business growth, side hustle, and wellness. Business growth. So virtual door knocking was one of my focuses. I did start, but I'm not all the way through yet. So that is going to be an X because, so virtual door knocking is what we call it. And that is nurturing your sphere, like on social media, like on Facebook, right? And I used to be really good with having specific lists for people on my Facebook who were realtors. And then people on my Facebook that were past clients, friends, past clients and friends, but not real estate agents. But it's gotten out of hand. I've got like 1,000 people to go through, and that's going to take some time. And I recognize that when I attempted to do my virtual door knocking, I was going through my friends list, like who do I need to touch base with and, you know, stay in touch with and see, you know, what's going on in their lives and, you know, see about connecting. And I have so many real estate agents that I'm friends with on Facebook, which is great, but not always so great when it comes to networking. So that's what I need to do. Post 5 times a week. I did pretty good with that actually. So here we are with my posting. So 5 times a week would have been 20 times throughout the month, and I did 19. So, and I'm probably going to post tomorrow, so then that will be my 20. So I say, yeah, I did 20. So I hit that goal. 2 sphere dates. I did not do my 2 sphere dates. A lot of texting back and forth, but just the month got away from me. So for my side hustle, complete my half letter inserts. Yay, I am done with those. Start on Franklin Covey Compact. I have started, like just started. I think I've got like 2 done, but that's it. And I have a lot more to do. Logistics, we have not worked out our logistics yet. We've been too busy with work and some things personally that's just gone on the back burner. So we'll try again next month. My wellness goals, I did not do my human design studying weekly. That is part of wellness for me because I'm learning not just about, like I'm learning about my own human design and I'm learning so much about myself and how I operate, but I'm also studying all human design types, not just my own. So it is under wellness because it really does help me understand myself and understand other people better. But yeah, it's just, I did listen to a few podcasts this month, but not actually getting into my modules. Strength 2 times a week. I did not do that. As far as strength, I did I did 2 actual weight training workouts this month, but I did yoga and or Pilates 5 times. So that's like 7 times that I did strength. So the goal would have been, if it's twice a week, it would have been 8 times, right? So I checked that off as a no because I didn't do my weights. I was really tired and fatigued. The first 2 weeks, or actually I think it's the first week I did it twice, and then I was just very fatigued. Perimenopause. Yeah, fun times. So yeah, extremely fatigued. That like yoga and Pilates were good. I felt good with that, but the heavy weight training was, I just could not. So that's why that's a no, although it's kind of a win because instead of doing the weights, I still did strength, like body weight with my Pilates and yoga. So I don't know. It's kind of like, yeah, but no, because my intention is to do weights, and everything they say about perimenopause is like between the ages of 35 and 45 is so important to lift heavy weights and build muscle. I'm 49, so it's even more important for me to lift heavy weights and build muscle so that I don't lose muscle as I transition through menopause, right? So it's kind of like, yeah, I did strength, like I did weights today actually, and I felt really good. I felt strong. I didn't lose any of my strength or mobility, which is really nice. So the yoga and Pilates have helped, I think, because had I not done any strength whatsoever, because I have gone through those phases, I definitely feel a difference. But today I felt really good. I felt really strong. I didn't do as heavy because I didn't want to push myself. But so yeah, I think that, but anyways, I'm still going to check that off as a no. Look what I wrote for routines. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know how I am with my routines. I go, nope, off the rails. So my routines are, I'll show you. I have morning and evening routines. Like these are ideal, right? Picture perfect. And then weekly routines. So morning, like I want to stretch. I want to do some physio. Of course, I wash my face every day. I have water before coffee every day. Like I do that. I review my schedule every day and my tasks. But there's certain things like I want to sit down and I want to do some sort of movement, stretching, physio, reviewing my goals, right? I don't always get to that. And also I want to have all of these done before 11 a.m. and I'm not, because then I want to get on the phones at 11 a.m. So I want to have my morning routine starting at 9 so that come 11 o'clock when I start work, I'm good to go. But that's not happening. I'm not starting work until 2 because I stay up late. My evening routine is like exercise, journal. So I do journal every day. I don't read every day. I do update my planner every day. I'm not always getting to inbox 0. I think I have like 4 emails in my inbox right now, which is good because normally I have a lot more than that. Liver detox and oil pulling. Those are things that I want to do on a regular basis, and I used to, but I just, because I'm off my routine because I stay up late. Therefore I sleep in, and then my work day goes later so that I'm not getting to these my evening routines. So yeah, I'm off the rails. So that didn't happen. And I'm determined. I want to, but I'm just not making it a priority. All right, so that's how I did with my numbers and my personal goals. Okay, monthly here. And now let's recap where I am for the year. So we'll do numbers first, and then we'll come back to my goals for the year, and then we'll get to quarterly, right? Yeah, then we'll get to quarterly. Okay, so year-to-date numbers. I'm just going to write everything in, and then I'll share it with you when I come back. Okay, so for contacts, the goal is to be at 258 by the end of March. I'm at 487, so I'm plus 229. And then for leads, I'm at 59. The goal is 27, so plus 32. Appointments booked, 10. Goal is 9, so plus 1. And then appointments held, I'm at 10. Goal is 6, so plus 4. And then contracts signed, 3. The goal is 6, a minus 3. And then firm deals, 1 firm deal between January and March. And so I'm minus 5 for that. But you know what, I'm not too concerned because we have a lot in the pipeline now. We just had a slow start to our year. And I think, yeah, we're going to have quite a busy spring. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, so that's where I am for January to March for year to date. And then let's see where I'm at here. So my goal for 2024 is structured days. Still not there. So structured days, you guys know when I do my planning every week, I do a time block schedule, like picture perfect. This is what I want my week to look like. And again, I'm off my routines. So I want to do my morning routine starting at 9 and my evening routine starting at 10. And it's just not happening. I stay up too late. Read 10 books. I have not read any books yet. Monthly team meetings. We are doing really well with that. Focusing on the top 50 in our database. Everybody's tagged. And we're doing a pretty good job with that, although we didn't do our pop-by for the first quarter. So that is a big focus for second quarter. Weekly 411s. Not every single week, but for the most part, Tyler and I are doing our 411s. A cleaning schedule. No cleaning schedule. It's more just I see something that needs to be done and either I do it or my husband does it or one of the kids. We have 2 adult kids in the house. So yeah, so between the 4 of us, it's like it gets done, but it's not like an actual schedule. Daily body scans. I definitely could do better with that. That's where I want to, I tend to work and just do without realizing in the moment when I need to take a rest or when it's too much or I've been sitting too long so my hips are tight, you know? It's not until I stop, like let's say, okay, it's finished, I'm done. I get up, I'm like, whoa, I'm exhausted. I shouldn't have done it all in one day or one sitting type idea. So the daily body scans is recognizing like, oh, you know what, my back's kind of hurting a little bit, or you know, I can feel tension in my body, and just stop what I'm doing and just like pay attention to how I'm feeling and then give my body what it needs. If it's resting for 10 minutes, you know, that's what I do. If it's taking deep breaths, and I have done that and I know what a difference it makes, I just forget. So I think I need to make that a part of my goal. Family dates. We had one today, which was really nice. Yeah, we've had a few this year, but I would like to do more. On doing pretty good with the planner shop. Detox focus. Ish. Affiliate marketing. Yeah, we're started. We are started. So that's pretty good considering it's the first quarter. So second quarter, we should be definitely by the end of May, totally up and running. Okay. So that's how I'm doing with my focus for 2024. So it's like I'm aware of everything, but I'm not 100% with everything, you know? Okay, quarter recap. Quarter 2, let's see. Nope, quarter 1. Oh my God. Quarter 1 recap. February pop-by didn't do. Personal budget. Yep, we're doing so good, you guys. Like, if we eat out, it's like, okay, in January we did for our birthdays. February we did because we were stuck out of town and we weren't going to be home in time to make dinner. So we, you know, give ourselves some grace there. And then the same thing happened this past week. So that's like 1, 2, I think 4 4 times total in the last 3 months that we've eaten out, which is pretty good because we were doing twice a week easily because we're on the road so much for our job. My husband's also a realtor, so we do the same job. So yeah, and I'm the cook. So if I'm not here, then we get off track. So feel pretty good with that. And that was a big part of our personal budget, is having a budget and not eating out so much. And same with the meal plan routine. Yeah. My goal when I wrote that was I'm going to sit down every week and I'm going to take a look. Okay, what groceries do I have? And go on Pinterest and get some meal ideas. Yeah, I don't have time for that. So it's more like, making sure we have meat out of the freezer, right? So that it is thawed by the time it's time to make dinner. And if I happen to not be available and one of the kids are home, it's like, I need you to get it started, so we're doing really good with that. And, or let's say my daughter's going to work. I'll say, can you make a big salad before you go to work? I'll do everything else. So it's like, it's the daily coordination. So I feel like that's a win. It's like, I guess it is a meal plan routine. It's just not written out and planned in advance. It's just sort of in the morning. I'm like, okay, what do we have in the freezer? All right, let's take the meat out. This is what we're going to have. Yeah, and it seems to be working. Bi-weekly budget meeting. We're just doing so good. We're like rock stars right now. We feel so good about it. Social content. I'm doing really well with that. From going from posting maybe 1 or 2 times a week to posting 5 times a week, and actually taking the time to plan my content and come up with the captions and filming B-roll and all of that. It's huge improvement there. Haven't done our blogs yet. And same with my human design. Regulation, could do better with that. Strength. And yeah, I didn't do my strength twice a week in January. I did in February. And I didn't in March, although I did do more yoga and Pilates in March. So yeah, I didn't stick with that. And then affiliate setup. I just have to, for my Amazon influencer, I have everything set up for Canada, but I need to set everything up for US. You have to have another one to be able to share US links. It's just so frustrating. So that's the next step. Coffee dates. Yeah, I didn't get to that. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of, I think that's 12. So half. That's not bad. I mean, it's not super great, but it's still, 11 actually. I didn't have a 12th one. Okay, I'll take it. I will take it. So that's my quarterly recap. So let's set next month's goals. And then I also need to set next quarter's goals too. So to save time, I did already map it out. I'm going to use a different pen because I'm really liking how this Muji pen looks in here. It's nice and soft. It's not too bold. It doesn't compete with the insert, and that's what I like. I think this is the same pen. Yeah. Okay, so let's take this out. I have to set, I'll show you what I did. So I made these inserts. These are GPS goal planning inserts, okay? So when I set my goals for 2024, I set my GPS, okay? If you're not familiar with this, GPS stands for goal, priority, strategy. So my 1 goal for the year, my 3 priorities, and 5 strategies for each priority to get me to that goal. Okay, so I have 2. One is business growth, one is wellness. So far this year, when I'm doing my goal planning, I am referencing this, but I realized I wanted to go a step further. And so I created these GPS goal planning inserts. This was my first time using it. So not sure how it's going yet. but I put my goal. So I have goal, priority, strategy here. All right, so it's in line with my GPS. Business growth is the goal, priority. GCI goal, this is the one I'm focusing on here. And then the strategy, I was focusing on virtual door knocking. I realized I'm not ready to like go high level at that. So I have here, like, I need to organize my lists again, put all my sphere of influence and past clients in one list and colleagues in another. So then that way, when you're going to do a post, you choose the list that you want to send it to. So for example, if I'm posting buyer seller tips, let's say, it's going right now, it's going to everybody. It's going to colleagues, sphere, past clients, friends, family. It's going to everybody. And some of it isn't relevant to everybody. So yeah, so anyway, so that's what I need to do. Start commenting, engaging. You guys know when you go through your Facebook feed, you're not seeing everybody that you're friends with, and that's driving me nuts. It's like, why am I seeing this person? Why is it letting me know that someone that I don't know commented on something? Like, it's driving me crazy. So I want to start commenting and engaging so that I'm seeing the right people. And then look for birthdays daily. Anyone that's in my database. We do send a birthday card every month to everyone who has a birthday that month. However, there are people I'm connected with on social media that I don't have in my database. So I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anyone. Update, follow up, boss. That's the CRM that we use, my database. So update. So anyone that I do have in my database that I am friends with on Facebook, I want to make sure that if there's like a new life event for them, that I update it in my CRM so I can stay relevant to what's going on. And then client event invite via Facebook. So I have my top 50 people tagged in my database, but if there's anybody that, again, that's not in the database that I want to invite, I want to make sure that I'm, again, going to that list and inviting the right people. Anyway, so that's just one example. And then I did one as well for my top 50 of things that I want to focus on for quarter two. So I put quarter two, April to June here so that I know what time frame this is for. I haven't put any deadlines in yet. I just started doing this, and I might tweak it. We'll see. But yeah, that's what I did. So that's how I came up with, I think when I was talking about earlier, like a focus that I have for the next quarter. And doing this helped me realize what I need to do. So hope that makes sense. All right, where was I? I was going to put my goals in here. So for my April focus, I have here self-care and wellness, business growth, side hustles, of course, and then breaking down my top 3 for each. And again, when I was going through this, I was referencing my GPS. So I'm going to get all of this written out, and I'll speed this part up. So I have my numbers in here. In brackets, I put based on my deficit from where I'm at as of from November till now. I put in based on my deficit, picture perfect. If this is the number that I did in brackets, then I will be on track by the end of June. I will be on track for the year. And then I'm going into the quarter 3 on track. So that's what I'm going to strive for. All right, so I've got all of my goals in here for the second quarter. A lot of them are, well, a few of them like blogs, human design, regulation routines I've put back in there, but I have a couple others like Q2 event, organize my Facebook lists, you know, things like that. And then my top 3 goals for April, I have them all in here. So self-care, so sleep habits, daily movement, and breath work. And daily movement, I mean, obviously I put strength focus. That's for my movement, and like always is more strength focused. But daily movement could be yoga, it could be Pilates, could be like, you know, strength, like body weight strength. If I don't have the energy to do, or the stamina to do heavy weight training, okay? And then the breath work, I do notice that I carry a lot of tension in my body. And sometimes it's hard for me to take a deep breath. And that's when I know that I did too much in the day and I wasn't taking breaks and I wasn't tuning in to my body. So yeah, breath work, that's a big focus. So for business growth, I did purchase yesterday, I think it was yesterday, a creator course. So I'm looking forward to that. So it's a bunch of modules and it's all geared towards creating content for social media. So YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I don't do TikTok, but my main focus is YouTube and Instagram. So looking forward to that. And then Q2 pop-by or event of some kind. And then virtual door knocking, and then my side hustle, so completing my Franklin Covey compact inserts, getting my Amazon US set up, and then the logistics around my planner shop. Hopefully we'll have time for that. We've got a lot going on this month. Okay, so I did that. Next up is scheduling the month. So let's go to April. So I already have some things in here on transparent page flags. I figured I have so many of these. Why have I not been using them? So yeah, I'm glad that I did this because actually this got moved as of yesterday. Oh my goodness. They stick on quite well. That got moved to this day. But yeah, so this was helpful then throughout the, you know, throughout March as I look on here and I know that I'm busy these 3 days. So yeah, okay. Let's get my month all planned out. And I'm going to use, which pen am I going to use? I guess I'll continue with this pen because it is nice and nice and neutral, not too bold. So I'm going to put in everything I have scheduled so far. And I decorated with the February Sterling ink kit. Surprise, surprise, my April one didn't come. So I did let Sterling Ink know. Catherine is the owner, so I'm like, can you just ship it again for the 3rd month in a row? It did not arrive, and I checked the shipping and it still shows March the 5th that it is like on its way to the destination, its next destination. It still shows that. So anyways, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to open up my April calendar here on my iCal. And I'm going to fill all of this in. All right, I am done. So here is everything. So we've got a closing, and then important dates, social media focus, our numbers for the month, and then my main focus is following up with all CMAs and listing appointments done so far to see how everyone is doing and if they're closer to being ready. Because as you just saw, I've gone on a lot of appointments, but not as many contracts signed. So I need to fix that. So here is my month at a glance. Very busy first week. Here we have listing photos, staging, listing. We're actually, we'll probably save this for another video, but we're selling our house. Very exciting and nerve-wracking and all the rest of it. So anyways, this is going to be a very busy week. Solar eclipse and new moon on the same day, and we're hoping to be at the lake for this because apparently where our cottage is, it's like they're saying that it's going to be really, really noticeable. So hopefully we're not too busy and we're able to go. Got my coaching. I do have coaching this day too, but it's during our listing prep, so I'm gonna have to cancel that. And that's pretty much it. Tyler has a concert. I don't know if I've shared that with you guys. He is in a band. He plays percussion. Yeah, so his concert is that day. And then full moon, which is the pink moon, is on the 24th. So that's another day that I would like to be at the cottage. Now that the weather's getting nicer, I love watching the moon rise over the lake. It's my absolute favorite. So that's that. I'm actually not liking that shade of pink with this. I'm not liking that at all. How will this look? That's a little better, eh? Just needs to be a little bit darker. All right, and then on the back, I just have some of my tasks. I did look at last month's master task list to see if there was anything to migrate, and there was the blogging. And then my 2023 memory journaling. I have not even touched that this month, so I want to get that done. All right, I think that's it. Master task list, transfer task. Oh, my trackers. That I didn't do. Normally, you know what, I'm not going to do that until April 1st because it is the 29th of March, so I will do that April 1st. All right, that's this month's plan with me, month recap and setting up the new month. This video was a little bit longer than usual because I also was recapping the first quarter and setting up my goals for the next quarter. Normally I'm not doing that every month because it's only a month review, but this was a quarterly review as well. So hopefully, if you stuck around, thank you for watching the whole video. I hope this was helpful for you and you got some ideas for your own planning. And if you're new here, I hope you'll consider sticking around and subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.